Good morning, everybody. It's day 9 of lockdown. Imagine that. We're almost halfway through. It doesn't feel like it, but we are. It's a cold and rainy day in Joburg. It's pouring out there right now. And I'm sure, just like me, most of you felt it would be a wonderful day to spend in bed. But here I am, all dolled up, just for you, because I remembered just in time that I had committed to do this video. So I guess that I could ask you just for that, um, click on the subscribe button, reward me for my faithfulness. Like the video, share, comment, participate in it. It would really bring me a lot of joy if you did that. I wanted to touch on something today that I spoke about earlier in the week, and that is being stuck. And you know that I said that very often we are stuck because of one thing. We are stuck because there's one thing that we are not doing. We are stuck because there's one thing we are not changing. We can be stuck because of one thing in our minds, one thing in our hearts. And if we do not address that, we will not move forward. We will stay in that place until we make the decision to actually address it. And to do that can take a certain amount of humility. It can take it needs the humility to acknowledge that we have a problem, to acknowledge that we have something that we have to deal with. And that's not always easy. Very often, we don't want to reveal that struggle to other people. Very often, we want to push through and try and do things by ourselves. But life doesn't work that way. God has not created us to live in a vacuum. God has created us to live in community and to be amongst people and to be willing to humble ourselves and ask for help. And yeah, that's just a little rabbit trail that I went down on. But I do want to encourage you to ask for help, to reach out for help if you are someone who needs help today. And go and check out video number 4. I have made myself available, and I am still available to you if you need help to deal with something during this time of lockdown. So to get back to the issue of being stuck, how do you move forward? How do you address that one thing? What do you do to get out of that place? So my question to you would be is what is going on in your heart? What is going on in your mind? What is going on in your circumstances? What is that one thing that you haven't addressed? What is that one thing that you have not um, changed, that you have not done, and that you have not admitted to? That is the starting point to move on into this journey. And it's a very, very important thing to do is to go and measure that, because I can promise you, once you do that thing, once you address that thing, there will be a change in you that will be so significant and so powerful that it will really help you to move forward. It will accelerate your journey in ways that you can't even imagine right now. I've had such a personal breakthrough this week by just addressing one issue. And to tell you the honest truth, I found it really, really hard to do. I've all the tools, I have all the knowledge, I have all the qualifications, and yet I struggled. I struggled to do it. But once I pushed through and once I did it, there was such an immense freedom that came with it, that it just filled me with such joy. It just brought such a deepening in my relationship with the Lord, just such a new understanding of His love for me. And that is what my desire is for you today. That one thing that is holding you back will be broken over your life, that you will receive such a breakthrough that you will be able to push through it and move on with your life, because that is what we are here for. And as I said the other day, this is not a time for emotional distancing. This is also not a time to stay stuck. So I want to encourage you, and I just want to add this one thing. Do not think because it's something that is going on in your mind that you do not have something going on in your heart. Because very often something that's happening here has a root in something that is going on here. You have to address both. But also, don't think that because it is related to a heart issue that it has to be connected to some devastating event in your childhood. It isn't always the case. Sometimes it is, but it isn't always the case. It can be something that seems really, really insignificant that is causing you to be stuck. You just have to address it. You just have to find that root. And once you find it, you can start to work on getting rid of it. So my prayer for you today is that you will experience such understanding and revelation about what is going on in your heart, and that Holy Spirit will come and just reveal to you what the thing is that you need to address in your life, so that you can have real freedom from that thing. And that freedom will lead to joy, and it will lead to a renewed trust in the Lord, knowing that He's there for you. Remember the white ribbon. That's it, also in another video. If you missed it, go and look it up. God has your number, and He wants to help you in this time. And that is me for today. I hope you have a wonderful Saturday. Go and bake some pancake, coffee, get back in bed. That's what I think I might do after doing a little bit of work. Have a wonderful day, and speak to you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.